Hello, Debbie here. Welcome back to Barossa Valley Crafts. Please excuse my croaky throat. I've got the dreaded lurgy again. Anyway, today I'm going to do some card bases. Now, I have done another one of these tutorials with 10 different card bases, so I will add that link in the description below so you can look at both of them. So I'm going to do another 5 today. The first one we're going to be doing is called the barn door fold. So I've got one here ready to make up. To start off with, you can do these any size you like, but this particular one I am doing 10 by 6 inches or 25 by 15 centimetres, and then fold it in half. So once you've folded it in half, I'll just move these out of the way. With a ruler, measure up 3 inches. So 3 inches or, let me have a look here, 7.5 centimetres from the bottom on the left and again on the right. And then open the card out. Now, if you can do it really straight with scissors, by all means do it. But I'm going to use a craft blade and I'm going to cut. Let me just turn that around. So I'm going to cut, I just got card dirty, from that 3-inch mark to that 3-inch mark. So we'll just trim that away, like so. And then where the fold is, from that mark up to the top, and we'll trim that away. There we go. So that will then leave you, oh, I didn't actually trim that properly. Let me get my scissors. I didn't press hard enough. I'll just trim that away. Only just not quite hard enough. But anyway, so that's what you end up with. So that will then give you your barn door effect. And then we're just going to attach some papers to there. So I'll just grab some glue. Now again, this is just for inspiration. You can do whatever size you like. And I'll just pop that on there. And then we'll open it up and put that on the inside. And then you can put whatever greetings you want, and you can make it to suit any occasion. All of these, you can just, using papers from your stash, just create cards to suit any occasion that you've got using these folds. So there's the first one. Let me just trim that up a bit. Didn't do that very straight. There we go. So that's the barn door fold. Okay, so now we'll go on to the second one. So what I did was, when I was playing with them, I made them all up with paper first. And believe me, I wasted a lot of paper until I got what I was happy with. Okay, so this next one, so it's going to look like that when it's closed and that when it's open. So that's from the front and that's from the top. Okay, so to do this one, you need a piece of paper or cardstock, 9 3/4 by 5.5 inches, or 25.6 by 14 centimetres. Then you're going to score it. So I'll just get my ruler here to show you. Now, if you don't have a scoreboard, you can just use, if you've got like a bone folder or, let me have a look here. I've got some other tools here. So this one's got a little ball on the end. So you would mark at these measurements. So from the left-hand side, we're going to do the first mark at 1 3/8 of an inch or 3.5 centimetres. The second mark at 2 7/8 of an inch, or 7.2 centimetres. Then the third one at 4 1/4 inches, or 10.8 centimetres. And then the last one at 5 3/4 of an inch, or 14.5 centimetres. So if you do a little mark at the top and the bottom, and then using your tool, line those little marks up and press and score, and that will then make easier to fold. And then cut another piece that is 5 1/2 by 2 1/4 of an inch, or 14 by 6 centimetres. Okay, just excuse me, I've just got to blow my nose. Sorry about this, hang on. All right. So this will give you that. So you've got your big piece and then your 4 score lines. Now I've already started decorating this one. So again, just select some papers that you like. I've then added my big piece to there and the 2 inner pieces there. Then my other piece, that's going to be this one here, we're going to pop that in here. So probably about there. So I'm just going to fold, folding. So fold it. It's just a zigzag fold basically, going back and forth so that you've got that. I'll show you that from the top. And then using some glue or tape, whichever you prefer, pop a little bit of glue or tape there. And then, so on these 2 outer pieces, we're just going to place this. So we probably do it about there and give it a good press. And then with your other strips, so these particular strips I've done for this card are 5 1/2 inches or 14 centimetres by 1 inch or 2 1/2 centimetres. And they are going to sit over here. So we'll just pop some glue into that. Now again, I know I'm repeating myself, but you can make this any size. You can do it bigger or smaller. I know different countries have different postage allowances for various sizes, so you can make it to fit a standard postage cost, or if you're giving it in person, it doesn't matter how big it is, I guess. And we'll just pop that on this side. There we go. Excuse me. Okay. So there's the base of it done. And then I've just got some little bits here. I'm going to add this to the front there. And pop that on there. And then we'll pop, I've got a little critter here. I'm going to pop him there. Just pop a bit of glue on. I think the papers I'm using for this particular one were ones I've got out of a magazine that come with papers and all sorts of things, embellishments, and that's the papers I'm using for this. And there it is. And then you can put your greetings on there, and if you didn't want to do that, you could always do it on the back if you didn't want to have anything else on the front. So there's that one. Now, what do we call that one? I didn't even put a name on that one. I don't know. a card. Alrighty, so now that's 2 done. So now we'll go on to number 3. So this particular one, so this is 26.5 by 12.7 centimetres, or 10.5 by 5 inches. And like before, we're going to do some scoring. So you need to mark it at 1 3/4 of an inch, or 4.5 centimetres, 3.5 inches, or 8.9 centimetres, 7 inches, or 17.3 centimetres, and then 8 3/4 of an inch, or 22.3 centimetres. Excuse me. And again, do that at the top and the bottom, and then score those lines all the way along. And the last one. And then on the first score line, measure up from the bottom 1 inch, or 2.5 centimetres, and do it again on the last score line. Flip it around and do it again on the other side at 1 inch, or 2.5 centimetres, and again there. So once you've done that, you will then have a card like that. Then using a ruler and your blade, now if you've got a cutting board, you can line this up and just cut it from one mark to the other. But if not, just line up the 2 dots and cut it with your craft knife or scissors, like so. And then that will give you that sort of effect. Now I'm going to flip it over. I've already started decorating this one. So basically, when this one's all finished, it's going to be folded like, let's see, we're going to get that one out, that one out, that one over. So that's how it will look when it's folded. That's it from the top, and that's it from the front. But now we're just going to attach all the other bits and pieces. So if you're doing the same size as this, so the 2 end pieces are 1.5 inches, or 3.7 centimetres. So all the first and second pieces will be the same width, which was 3.7 centimetres, or 1.5 inches. And then this one is 5 3/4 of an inch, or 12 centimetres. So then I cut another strip, which was this one. So we just pop those there. Now I cut another piece that was 3 inches, or 7.5 centimetres, by the same as this one, which was the, let me measure this one again, 4 3/4 of an inch. Then starting at the bottom, I cut the bottom of the bit of paper to 3/4 of an inch, or 1.9 centimetres. And then I cut the next piece to 1 5/8 of an inch or 6.7 centimetres. And then from the top of that, I cut this piece, which is the same as the bottom piece, which is 3/4 of an inch or the 1.7 centimetres. And they're going to go there. So we'll just attach those in. So try and line them up in the centre of each piece. So basically your border, I've cut them 1/4 of an inch smaller than the pieces there. So you get a bit of a border around each piece. Okay, so this one goes here. And the last one on the bottom. Okay, so that's that. Then the next section, so we'll just pop those, whoops, there. So same as that one in width, so the top and the bottom pieces are the same. So I did the same thing. I cut the strip the same size as this, being 4 3/4 of an inch by 1 1/2 inches. And then starting at the bottom, I trimmed off 3/4 of an inch to sit there. Then the next piece I trimmed off to be 2 5/8 of an inch. And again, the top one at 3/4 of an inch. So we'll just glue them into place. While I'm doing this, I'll just let you know that I do have a Facebook group called Cardmaking for Beginners and Beyond. If you'd like to join, you're more than welcome. I will add the link in the description, and just click on that link and answer the question to join. And you can come and share your creations with like-minded people. We're not limited to brands, so any branded item is fine. Okay, and we'll just pop that in there. And then the last piece, which is the same as the first piece, being 4 3/4 of an inch or 12 centimetres by 1 1/2 inches or 3.8 centimetres. And that one's going to go there. So we'll just glue that on. And that's that part done. So then we'll just fold it again. So it will fold up like so. Oh, there we go. And when you open it out, there we go, it'll sit like that. And it will look like that from the front. And that's from the bottom. And then from there you can add more to it, or you can do your greetings there. And if you didn't want to do that, you could always put your greetings on the back. So that's that one. Okay, so that's card number 3. Now we'll go to card number 4. So this one is very similar to the first one that we did, but without an extra bit on the end. So to do this one, the piece of card is 10 by 5 inches long, or 25.5 by 12.5 centimetres. And then score it. Oh dear, I didn't write that down. Oh, actually, the best way to do this I found was when you've got your piece of paper, if you fold it in half and then fold that one back and then that one back, that will then give you all equal folds. And that way it doesn't matter what size your card is, whether you do it bigger or smaller, you don't have to worry about measurements. You just fold it in half and then fold the top back, flip it over and fold the top back again, and that will then give you your W shape. And then this piece here, so mine is 5 3/4 by 2 1/4 inches, or 14.5 by 5.7 centimetres. And that's that. So now we'll put that together. So I've started putting some of it together anyway. So again, actually if I flip it over that side, so there's your card, fold it in half, and then fold that in half, flip it over, and fold that in half, and there's your shape there. Okay, so now I've already put the 2 centre pieces in. Now I'm going to add this piece. So we'll just pop a bit of glue on the end of each one. I'm going to fold my card. This way it should be straight. And put that into place. And then we're going to add the decorative papers over that. So I'll just pop some glue on there. Now again, the card, these are 1/4 inch smaller than the piece that it's sitting on. But if you're doing the same measurements, my layers are 4 3/4 inch, or 12 centimetres, by 2 1/4 inches, or 5.7 centimetres, if you're doing them the same size. And we'll just flip that over and glue the other side on. If you prefer, you can do this bit last, but I like to do it first so that it gets covered over by some of the decorative papers, like this little piece here. Alrighty, so there's the card base. And then I've just got a couple of little greetings to stick on it here. So I'll just attach those. You can, if you want to, use foam adhesive so that it sticks up. But if you're posting them, sometimes the flatness is better, so it's not as thick for posting. There we go. So that's finished. So that's from the top and from the front. So you can add more or less to there. I'm just basically hopefully inspiring you on some ideas. So that's card number 4. And now we'll go to the last one. So this one I've called a tri-level card. So we're starting with a piece of cardstock that is 11 by 5 1/4 inches. Now again, you can go bigger or smaller, but for this size is 28 by 13.5 centimetres. And then we're going to score it again. So we're going to score from this edge, we're going to score it at, so from the right hand edge, score it at 4 inches or 10 centimetres. Then again at 6 3/4 inch or 17 centimetres. And then the last one at 9 1/2 inches or 24 centimetres. Then fold on your first score line. We're going to fold it that way. And we're going to flip it over and then fold that way and then that way. So now that gives you your 3 levels. So that's it from the top and that's it from the front. So here's one that we're going to decorate. Now I've already started doing some of this together to save a bit of time. So there's your card base. You fold it in zigzag basically, like so. So now we'll open it up. And we're going to put this piece here. Now, because I'm using a foil card here, I've actually got double-sided adhesive on this. So I'm going to just put this one here and hopefully get it in the right spot. There we go. And then we'll go to... Now, we don't do that one because that one's not seen. So when it's closed, that can be where you can write your greetings. So we'll close that over. And this one will go here. You can, if you want to, by all means, if you want to, you can decorate that. All right, so now we'll do this one. And line that up. And we'll just pull a bit of paper off the back of this one. And then the top piece will go here. Okay, I'll just remove the backing paper, which I might just do that so that I can make sure I get it lined up properly. Okay, and just pull that off. There we go. So from there you can add more to it if you want to, but this is just to give you an idea. So there it is closed, and that's it from the top, and that's it from the front. And as I said, you can either decorate in there or put your greetings there if you didn't want to write them on there. So that's card number 5. So that's it for today. So there's one. Now, let me just clear this away a bit. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we'll go through them again. So that's your barn fold. I guess a concertina fold. Another concertina fold, but with different spacing in between it, so something different. You can actually get a die for this particular one, but this is also showing you how you can make them without a die. And then a W fold. So that's that one. And the tri-fold. So 1, 2, 3. There's that. So I hope you've enjoyed those. If you have, please do give me the thumbs up. And please do feel free to subscribe if you'd like to be notified as I do more tutorials. And thank you for joining me. And please do come and join us in my Facebook group. We'll see you all again soon. Bye.